That's hard to describe. I think, and maybe that's exactly the problem, is I think UNHCR doesn't tend to make a lot of differences for gender or culture or age even. I think in a lot of things, like, we're a bit monolithic, which in some ways is good. Like, I definitely think it's a very egalitarian place. It's a pretty human rights based culture. I think everyone's on board with that. I guess sometimes you feel a bit that the organisation doesn't really understand where you're coming from or your needs, or maybe doesn't always support that. So sometimes you feel a bit like you're swimming upstream. I think, I mean, I don't know if it's unique, but I think it's one of the main principles with innovation is that diversity is important, being able to empathize. So seeing people's, or whether that's staff or persons of concern or whatever, from a different perspective, I think is important. And as a woman, you're always going to have a slightly different perspective than someone who's not a woman, I guess. Which is not necessarily better or worse, but I think it's the diversity overall. So we need all the perspectives.